Well, y'all, I'm getting ready to fix me some breakfast. I got one potato chopped up, diced, and I went ahead and did that because everybody knows how to just chop up a potato. It's just a regular white potato, pretty good sized potato, and I'm going to put it in this pan and start cooking it. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. Maybe a couple of tablespoons. Yeah, we got quite a bit of rain the last couple of days, so I've got my dish pan, but I'm not using it right now because I don't need to water my plants. As soon as the ground dries off and I need to start watering, then I'll start using my dish pan to collect my dishwater. All my containers are full, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm also I've got 2 Egyptian walking onions that I pulled out of the garden this morning. Some little ones. I didn't want big ones. And I'm just going to dice these up in here. I really should use my cutting board, I guess. Just wanted something a little different this morning. Go ahead and chop this one up. My garden has been jumping for joy since we got all this rain. That onion is strong. My eyes are burning. Now, while I've got that cooking in this pan, let me get the lid. What did I do with the lid? Oh, here it is. That's not the lid for that. It's the bigger lid. We'll salt and pepper these a little bit. Cover them. Oh, let me see. I'm going to put just a little bit of garlic in there. Well, you know what? I'm liable to put just regular plain chopped garlic. You can use either one. You can use fresh chopped garlic, diced garlic that you buy in the jar, garlic salt, garlic powder, any of that you'd like to use. Put a teaspoon of that in there. Put the lid on it, and I'm going to get this pan hot. And I'm going to start don't need all of this, I'm going to use part of it. About 1/4 pound of sausage. I'll use the rest of this sausage for something else. And I'm doing this because my sausage cooks a little different than my potatoes do. I just kind of chop it up. I think you can see better what I'm doing with the camera up as high as I got it. I think that'll work. I'm just going to cook that until my potatoes are done. And at this point, I can probably put my sausage right in here with my potatoes. And it'll finish cooking in with the potatoes. Wash up a few of these things while I'm waiting. But this is a real good meal anybody can fix. Real simple. Now I am going to wipe out my frying pan. I mean, a little bit of that is okay in there, but I don't want a bunch of grease in there. I'll go ahead and stick this back in the refrigerator while that other's cooking. And we basically just have to cook this until the potatoes are cooked. Let me get a fork and test the potatoes. Yeah, they're just about ready. In the meantime, I'm going to get some eggs. Use about 4 eggs for that much. And since these are fresh eggs out of the chicken coop, I'm going to crack them before I put them in there. Just to make sure they're okay. I'm just going to whip these up a little bit. It's a little hot. Pour my eggs right in there. We'll let that cook a little bit. I might add just a little bit of garlic salt. And we're just going to cook the eggs in all this mixture. We want the eggs to get done before we add our last ingredient. I don't leave it on there very long, do I? And we just got to get the egg cooked now at this point. And I've got some small flour tortillas. You can use any size you'd like. It just so happens when I went to the little dollar store the other day and picked up a loaf of bread, this is the only one they had. They didn't have the middle size one. You either had to get the great big one or the small ones. So I got the small ones. I threw that tie wrap in the floor. Get this pan hot. I'm making a mess. Couple more seconds on this. Plate's still wet. Okay, at this point, I'm going to add my cheese. About a little bit left in here, and it's just sharp cheddar here that I'm going to put in there. Use up the rest of that bag of cheese. And then I'm going to open this one. It's extra sharp cheddar. You can use basically any cheese you want. Well, if I can get it open. I'm going to put about a cup of cheese in there. This package is 2 cups, so I put about half of it. I think that'll be plenty. And we're just going to leave it on the heat long enough for the cheese to melt. I mean, you can add extra cheese if you want. That's totally up to you. But I found about a cup is plenty. And you just want to mix it up and let it melt. In fact, at this point, you can turn the burner off, put your lid on, and let it finish just like that. Now, while we heat up our little tortillas, our flour tortillas, my pan's already hot. I don't have any oil in there. I should have put oil. Because I just want to get them hot. Let them brown a little bit. I call these my breakfast tacos. My breakfast soft tacos. But they're not like the tacos you normally get. Now, while that one's heating up a little bit, I'm going to come over here and get me some of this. All that cheese is good and melted in there. I love this kind of stuff for breakfast. Now you can eat them like tacos, just like that. That's normally what I do with the small ones. I just make a little taco with it. Or if you have the big ones, you can make like a burrito, a breakfast burrito with it, and fold them. I'm going to go ahead and make 3. Well, I need a fork or a spoon. A spoon will work better. Don't that look good? But sometimes when you want something just a little different, and they gotta cool because they're hot. Grab me a little bit of hot sauce. This is Lola's hot sauce. I think I'll try some of that on it. Turn that burner off because I'm not going to make them all right now for the video. But you can make them ahead and then store them in a container. And that's what I'm going to do with what's left. I'll just store it in a container and eat it the next couple of days. But how good does that look, y'all? Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. Put me a little bit of my hot sauce in there. Or on it. It's not really hot, but it's a little spicy. Some of you may not want it on there. That's up to you. Or you could even put salsa, that type of thing on there. But there's breakfast, y'all. My breakfast soft shell tacos. Don't they look good? They're going to be real good. And I'm going to sit down here and start chowing down on these. Because I know they're good. They're too hot to bite right now. Even the plate is hot. But don't that look good? Oh my gosh. I'm going to chow down on those breakfast tacos. Breakfast soft tacos this morning. So if you want a different kind of breakfast, there you go. Fix you a breakfast taco. A soft shell taco. And all you got to do is buy you a package of flour tortillas, the small ones. I used 1 large potato chopped up. I used a 1/4 pound of sausage, ground sausage. A teaspoon of garlic. You don't have to put garlic. Some people don't like garlic. Don't put them in there. I used 2 small Egyptian walking onions that I chopped up. You can use spring onions, whatever kind of onion you got, it doesn't matter. And then I seasoned it with salt and pepper and put it on my shell, and there I go. There's breakfast. It's just that easy, y'all. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat my breakfast, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye now.